Good.
All right.
Make sure my phone is on vibrate.
You know, iPhones ring loud.
No, I have my vibrate on. Out of respect, you know.
Yeah, I turn mine on vibrate too.
Out of respect, you know. So,
mine ring extra loud.
Tomorrow.
Especially when I'm trying to sleep.
Tomorrow, I know I should go back as producer again. I was a certified producer at BCAT. I had my certification.
Oh, BCAT. Oh, out here.
Yeah,
okay.
I let my certification ran out.
Okay, you ready to get started?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Yes, we're rolling.
Okay.
I guess if you could, baby, tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you grew up. Maybe a little bit about how you. Let's see.
From Dallas.
Okay, great. Then we can just have a conversation, so make it a little bit.
Dallas, Texas, born and raised. How about them Cowboys?
All right.
I'm a mother of 5 first.
Okay.
I'm an adult entertainer. I got into adult entertainment like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Due to a failed marriage, and you know how that goes. They typically run off and do their own thing and leave us with all the bills.
Okay.
A friend of mine told me about, you know, the adult entertainment world and yada, yada, yada. And at that time, 5 years ago, plus size women weren't as accepted as they are today.
Okay.
But through the change of America's genetics and the way we look at things, more fleshier women are in style now.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I started out at.
Okay. Sounds great. And how'd you come up with your name? Is there like an interesting story behind that?
I actually, honestly, got the truth. I saw another lady that called her name Asswell. Gucci, they always called me Gucci from back in the day because I was the only one in the hood that kept a lot of Gucci and Gucci purse and all that. So they always called me Gucci. And then when I started the adult entertainment, that's when when I added the Asswell part.
Okay. Was there a specific person who introduced you or kind of held your hand when you came into the industry? Was there a certain connected?
It was, and she faults herself for turning me to the industry all the time because I kind of took what she told me and skated with it. They say you go to jail to learn new tricks.
Okay.
I met a lady when I was incarcerated who told me about the adult industry and how to get in on it and what to do. However, she hadn't mastered everything in it. Okay. And so she was stuck in one position. But when she told me what she told me and I got out, I was facing that situation where I had to, my back was against the wall, I had to feed my kids. So when I reached out to the adult industry and I did what she told me to do, and I just took it and ran with it.
Okay. Can you maybe describe like what that very first scene was like for you? Like maybe the emotions you felt or...
The very first time, the police was called on me. I showed up, I do 101s, it's no secret.
Okay.
I showed up to a gentleman's place and I guess I was looking the part in the hotel. They called security on me. That was a lesson learned that, you know what I'm saying, you need to kind of keep a low-key profile no matter what you do. Everybody don't have to know your business.
Okay.
And I just kind of played it off. I didn't have it. Didn't have any active warrants, so they ran me. They did this, they did that. They wanted to take me in, but they really didn't have anything to go on, so they let me go.
Okay. So can you describe, like, when you say one-on-one for somebody maybe who doesn't know?
101s are typically when you go and you meet somebody on a one-on-one setting. Okay. Not in a club, not at a shopping mall, not at a venue.
Okay.
On a one-on-one setting. Whatever you and that person discuss as an adult, that's between you and that person. Okay. But it is a one-on-one setting.
Okay. So was that the first filming that you had, or that was maybe the first kind of gateway into...
That was my first gateway. The first filming that I had was a company called ATL Productions out of Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. So your first filming was done in Atlanta. What would you say
Marietta.
Okay, Marietta. What would you say the industry is like, the adult scene is like in Georgia?
The adult scene, not necessarily in Georgia, but all over, is infiltrated. It's everybody. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's a lot of females that want to get in the industry. I don't know if they think it's glamorous or I don't know. I got into the adult industry because my hand was forced. I have a criminal background. There's no hiding that. My fans, they already know that. And the jobs just weren't prevalent for me. But the adult industry kind of just let me do my thing. There's a lot of females that want to be in the adult industry that don't have any drawbacks, don't have anything holding them back. Mm-hmm. And once you have, it's a supply and demand type of thing. So once you have a high supply, a mediocre demand, it kind of levels everything out for everybody. So that means prices drop.
Okay. So what would you say it's like for you being possibly maybe a woman of color in the industry versus maybe like a white performer or someone? Have you ever found a difference in, I guess,
they're more accepted?
Okay.
Black women are more shamed. We're more made fun of, ridiculed, things of that nature. It's like they take the white women more serious. However, it's a couple of white girls in the industry that I fuck with. Okay. It's down like sisters. But at the end of the day, the way America views them, they take them more serious, and they look at the black women as more, pass arounds, jokes, things of that nature.
Would you say, you know how in certain parts of life women are kind of taught to compete with each other? Would you say that this is in the same vein in the industry, that you can't really, that every woman is competing against the other woman, or how would you say?
It's always a competition. It's a competition if I'm playing dominoes, checkers, chess, whatever it may be. I'm very competitive. It's just, like I've said before, it depends on, you have to have some type of plan, business plan, and a business mind, charisma, and you have to have some type of go-getter, energetic feel about yourself. If you don't have it, if you're just a couch potato, you're not going to make it in this industry, because there's too many people that's going to cut you down. There's too many people cutting your prices. It's too many people willing to do the things that you won't do for a little bit of nothing. So that knocks you out the box. If you don't have that drive, that go-getter mentality, then you're not going to make it.
Okay. So, with you being labeled, is it correct saying that you're labeled as BBW? Is that the correct category, or?
I started calling myself a BBW because I was right at the borderline of being BBW and thick.
Okay.
I kind of got more love from the smaller girl strip club than the BBW community, and that's just in all honesty. Okay. They didn't welcome me with open arms, and plus I was a go-getter. I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I didn't get too much warmth from that side of the industry. I still fuck with my BBWs, but I just right now consider myself a thick. Okay.
Would you say that there's a big, besides, is there a big difference in how each is treated or how it's handled in the industry? Or
when I started 5 years ago, BBWs were not heard of. I started, my first strip club I did was in Atlanta, Georgia. That's why I say it's my second home. Okay. It was Atlanta, Georgia. Called Deja Vu Celebration Station. I can't remember. But it was the first strip club I did. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. I was at all small girls. Okay. Then I didn't even know what a BBW was when I first started. When I first started, I kept hearing that acronym. And I was like, what is that? And they said it was Big, Beautiful Woman. Some people say Big, Bold Woman. some people, whatever they want to say. So I was like, okay, they seem popping, and to me, I'm like, if you see somebody making it, you don't do what they do. You may want to emulate it and put your own spin with it, but don't just do what they do. So I was like, okay, the BBW seem like they're popping, so that's what I'm gonna label myself. I am a plus size female, so I could be a BBW also. Okay. I just didn't get that love though.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Okay. So would you say? Let me just take a look here. So how do you feel about I guess the new wave of like body acceptance and people being more open with, their flaws and, curvier women being more acceptable? Do you feel like that's helped your career in a way, or?
I feel like it has definitely helped my career, because as we walk around and look at society, we don't see any stick figures anymore. Everybody is curvy in their own way. So with that being said, now more curvier women are being accepted in public. We're being accepted in the strip clubs. We're being accepted in just gonna go ahead and put it out there, in the brothels and the whole houses and things of that nature. I'm not promoting it, but I'm just saying, because this is for y'all.
Just reality.
Reality. Everywhere. Whereas when I got into the industry, hoeing, I would think was like the Pretty in Pink. Okay. I'm sorry, the Pretty Woman type. The Julia Roberts, slim, white, female, perfect. Yeah. All shapes, forms, colors are accepted now.
Okay. So let's start talking about the actual filming. What would you say? A lot of people look at it, and I guess because you guys are professionals, you make it look so seamless, it's sexy. Would you say there's a major difference between the real sex, like if you were out and you were with someone, versus sex on camera? Like, what all goes into that, if you can kind of...
Sex on camera is just like a comedy on camera. Or it's just like an action film on camera. It's fiction and it's man-made, so there's nothing natural about it. If we were doing a scene right now, it would be this many people in the room, and you would be, doing the act. Right. So nothing about that is natural. Sex on camera is made to sell. They want to sell copies, and they want to get the notoriety for having the best scenes and the best. It's nothing that's supposed to. And a lot of times the scenes are remixed and rewind, and there's a lot of editing that goes onto it. So nothing about it is really natural. It's just so that it gives you, the viewer, the fantasy that you're looking for. Everybody wants to think that, no shade to the men in the room. Everybody wants to think that men go beyond 3 minutes. In good PUSs. Men don't go beyond 3-4 minutes. Right. But in the movies, we have to make it like they do. Yeah. They have stand-ins. A lot of times, y'all don't even know. They have stand-ins. Somebody that maybe your shape, your height, and when when he does his thing, then another man has to come in and do it just to make the scene last longer. So it's nothing about that natural. It's just to make film and to sell copies.
Okay. What would you say would be your preparation, like going into a scene? Is there like a certain mindset you have to have, or is there a certain routine you have before you go into your scene?
Lots of Ciroc.
Get a little buzz going on.
Lots of, no, for real though. Just block it out. If I was on a scene right now, I would block everybody out. Everybody, director, cameraman, I would block them out. It would just be me and the person I'm doing a scene with. And yeah, I would listen to the director, like, okay, we want you to sometimes directors have certain things that they want you to say to the camera, or that's why I say nothing about it is natural.
Right.
Certain facial expressions that they want you to make. But other than that, I'll block it all out.
Okay. How much of it would you say do you ever find yourself aroused, or is it just pretty much you put the blinders on and you're working? Is there anything about
it's
it that...
100% work.
Okay.
I'm never aroused.
Wow. I think a lot of people have, from what they see, the way you guys make it look, it just looks like, oh wow, it's just the greatest.
I'm not up for a nomination in the Urban X Awards, so I mustn't do too good.
Oh, okay.
By the way, the Urban X Awards is coming back this year. It's next weekend, as a matter of fact. For the first time in, I think, 4 or 5 years, they haven't been in business.
So would you say, okay, so would you say that you have like something that you're especially good at, or are you just all across the board?
I'm a people person.
Okay.
My future, I want to get into film.
Okay.
Regular film. Acting, directing. I have a small amount of stage fright. I want to learn how to get over that.
Okay.
Things of that nature.
Okay.
Do you get nervous when you strip?
That's something I don't get nervous about. But when if we were in the club setting, I wouldn't be nervous. But something about when the camera is on, it just makes
Totally different.
It's totally different. It makes you more nervous.
Wow.
Do you feel like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you feel like when you're in a scene, is there anything for you personally that's off limits that you have? Maybe like, okay, I'm definitely not doing that, but X, Y, and Z, I'll go through with that. Do you have
personally, they already know I'm not into anal, so I don't do anal. So I'm sure my first anal scene would skyrocket to the top and be nominated. Because in the last 5 years, I have not done an anal scene. Have I done a girl on girl? I may have though. I can't remember. I don't think I've done a girl on girl. I think most of my scenes, which I've only done 3.
Oh, okay.
I think all 3 of those were boy on boy.
Okay.
So just like the regular little elementary stuff.
Okay. So you don't feel like you would eventually like branch out into? Do you feel like there's more of a market for like the people that do more, or do you feel like if you're just good with? Okay.
The nastier you are, the better. Me personally, I'm more on economics and communications, rapport side of things. Like I like to meet my customers, meet my fans one-on-one and go from there. But as far as like the film, the nastier you are, the better you are.
Okay. Is there anyone that you've worked with that you feel like would be someone you would want to work with again, or on the flip side, there's someone that you've worked with where you feel like, I don't care what they pay me, I would never work with this person again?
ATL Bad Boys, we had a run-in. Just too unprofessional for me. Cherokee Diaz, I worked with her twice. I've worked for her on her websites. She currently is not actively in the films.
Okay.
She's more directing, and when she can, give her a thumbs up because she put her time in the game. But yeah, I look forward to doing more work with her. I've never worked with Pinky. She's on the East Coast, I believe. But she never hit me up for anything.
Okay. Do you feel like your persona on screen, how much of that is who you are? For example, are you like totally different woman on and off, and do you feel like that affects your personal life?
It doesn't affect my personal life. Well, it affects my personal life as far as dating in the nature. Gucci is like an alter ego. So she's like none of me. I said I got 5 kids at home. Football practice, cheerleading practice, driver's ed. That's what when I leave, when I get off of touring, that's what I have to deal with. You know, this person don't like that person. Just a regular amount of stuff. Going to the store, couponing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Other than that, none of that is Gucci. All that is Destiny.
Okay.
But then when I go into the cities and I get on the road and performing, that's when I might have to become Destiny, because who wants to watch a couponing supermom on stage?
Right.
Nobody. They want that fantasy that they don't get at home.
Okay.
I have a question. How do you, when you became a stripper, did you tell the kids or did they find out?
My 2 oldest, you know, I'm 39. I'll go ahead and put that out there because on paper, I've always said I was 29. I have a 21-year-old, and I have a 20-year-old. They know. They know everything from A to Z. My youngest, which I have 2 16-year-olds and a 12-year-old. The 16-year-olds, I just told them that I'm a booty model for Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret, they got it out there now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just told them I'm a booty model for Victoria's Secret, and they kind of go along with it, but then they got the big eye on me. And my 12-year-old doesn't know anything. He just thinks mom be out of town.
So what would you say dating is like for you, and how does your profession affect that?
Dating is non-existent, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Because it's not the fact that I don't have offers. It's just the fact that I let them know from off top, you know, this is my situation right now. Most men can't handle it. If you think you can, then maybe we can give it a try. But just words of wisdom, the last 3 guys before you, they weren't able to handle it. And I get lonely, but then I think, you know, if I settle down and I gotta give this up, because it just don't work. They clash.
Yeah.
Because I think men are actually more sensitive and more jealous than women are. Try to act like it's us, but I think it's actually them.
Yeah.
Think men have like a super ego?
I think that they have like an alter ego to where when they meet you in the club and they meet you at these events and yada yada yada, like, I don't care what you do, as long as you just make your money. I don't care what you do. But then when it comes down to it, the other personality in them, the sensitive side, is like, oh, I just can't stand to see you in these guys' face. I'm like, yo, well, I'm making the money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This money is y'all stay out here.
Right.
And they just can't handle it at the end of the day.
Wow. That's crazy.
Have you ever had someone had like the opposite? Maybe someone sees Gucci and they think that that's you, so they think, oh, this is gonna be exciting. You know, I'm gonna experience this person, and no.
Ain't no telling who not allowed to catch when they catch me.
Nope.
Especially in the street. But most of the time, I try to, you know, provide the level of excellence that I portray on the internet.
Okay.
You know, I got 165,000 followers on Instagram on one page, 100-something thousand on the other page, Facebook, Twitter. And when you meet these people in person, they expect a certain level of excellence. I try to provide that. I am human. You might just catch me 5 minutes off of a plane. It's no telling. People recognize me everywhere. But for the sake of saying it, I will try to put my best foot forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. So how important is, because I remember in the interview you were saying that customer service is very important.
Customer service is number one. When you're dealing with the public, when you're dealing with people that go to work every day, you have to take that into consideration. People work hard for their money. So if they spend their money with you, especially if it's a lump sum, they're going to want what they've seen you portray on Instagram, what they've seen you portray on Twitter, Facebook. And that's really where I try to, as far as like, I run a website, www.gucciasswell.com.
Okay.
Hyphen my store. When there is a link where you can, if you have any problems with the website, problems with ordering, I'm on it. Those inquiries, those come to me. I deal with my customers firsthand. Customer service is the number one thing to make it when you're dealing with the general public, or when you're dealing with a certain part of the general public. You still have to have customer service skills when you're dealing with people with money.
So, speaking about your business, was there always this inner drive in you to have your own and to be your own businesswoman, starting your own, or was there a specific like circumstance or instance that led you to want to start your own business?
I started this industry 5 years ago. I started my business, my website, and probably 4 years and 6 months ago. Immediately when I jumped off the porch with this industry, and I'm gonna be honest, I looked at the girls that was making it. They already had a name for themselves, and I saw they had websites. I saw they had tour dates. I saw they had this. I saw they had that. I just did the same thing and put my spin onto it. That's why I say it's not emulating. It's just if you see somebody in your industry, in your field that's making it, you might want to pay attention to what they do and just put your own spin on it. So I put my own spin on it, started my tour days, started my store, my web store, and started selling things.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't think I answered that question.
But I was just asking, like, what made you want to start your own, as far as the website goes?
Well, because I was building my brand.
Yeah.
So, in order to build your brand, it takes time. You can't do it overnight. So you have to constantly stay in the blogs, stay in the feeds, the news feed. You know, whatever your brand is, whatever your name is, whatever you're trying to brand it. And eventually it'll catch on. It takes a while. It does not happen overnight.
Okay. What would you say makes, I guess, your site or your type of film stand out from everyone else?
I specialize in amateur porn. The porn that I explained to y'all earlier, that was, I guess you could say professional porn.
Okay.
Amateur porn is the ones that you and your dude do.
Like the home videos
that you're willing
with
to put out there to America.
Okay.
Mine are usually with my paid clients in the different cities that I visit. So if they're okay with it, and surprisingly as it may seem, a lot of people, a lot of guys, they be like, say, you put this on your website?
Oh.
You put this on your website? I'm like, you sure? You ready to be out there like that? Yeah, I want to get in the adult film industry. But yeah, you gotta be ready to get out there. And if you want to make a name for yourself and you want to have a brand, you gotta put your face out there. And that's what a lot of people ain't down with. Some is down with it, but then some ain't.
Okay. Would you say that, I guess, being in this industry on the sexual end, would you think of yourself as maybe like an expert, or if your friends ever came to you and was like, girl, me and my man, we doing this and I just don't want to do this, do you ever give tips to your friends? Or
Actually, I don't, because I'm more on the money side of things.
okay.
I'm not, contrary to what men think, I'm not the biggest freak. I'm not the nastiest female on the face of the earth. I'm driven by money.
Okay.
So, if you want to bring it out of me, then you gotta, drop it out your pocket.
Okay.
I mean, as bad as that may seem, I'm just being honest. is I have learned some things along the way, some techniques that can help. And of course, I'll tell anybody that. I'm like, girl, do this, pull them balls and
Yeah.
okay. But as far as like a Dr. Ruth type, no, I'm not.
No, that's not you. I guess I want to ask that question because a lot of people might think to be in this industry, maybe you have to have this strong sex drive or that you're very sexual people, but you say that it's a whole different mindset for you.
The ladies that I know, they don't have a high sex drive.
Damn.
Wow,
Gucci, that's like a smack in the face.
right?
I figure when you go home, it's like you lose your sex drive.
The ladies that I know, besides myself, in this industry, they don't have a high sex drive at all. It's just strictly for the pay.
So for how long could you go at it with no sex drive at all? For like a few years? Until you get bored?
You're saying like, how long could you do what without sex?
Like let's say you're like a porn star and you have no sex drive at all. So how long do you think you probably could last?
As long as the pay there. Then you can go. It's like how long can you go mopping the floor with no increase? You can go there because your kids still gotta eat. You gonna still mop the floors. So it's like you can go, I guess, forever until you on the inside wholeheartedly get tired of it.
Wow.
So where'd the music come into play? When did that start to become like?
Me watching Jessica Dime on Hip Hop and
Okay, I watch it.
I was like, oh, okay, she got bars. I'm finna get some bars too. No, actually, a friend of mine, I was in a video. A girlfriend of mine, Sunday Duckett. She's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. I did a video for her. You know how everybody like, I'm doing a video, come shoot the video with me. And I was like, you know what better way to get everything that we go through on a day-to-day basis, and it's a lot, out to the public, then, through a rhyme.
Okay.
Which is not easy.
No, not at all.
You gotta stay on tempo, you gotta stay on beat, you gotta be flashy, you gotta be what the people want. It's not easy.
Do you feel like your experience on camera or being in this industry has helped you as far as with the music career? Does it help you maybe be more bold, or is it easier for you to have this persona for the fans?
It's easier because I already have my following.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if I sit up and sing the ABCs, my following is gonna click like or whatever. Or if I put a 30-second preview and be like, you gotta pay 99 cents for this, my following is gonna buy it. So it makes it easier because I already have and I don't have the biggest following, but I have a decent amount of followers behind me. So that's fans, haters. Haters push you further than your actual fans do.
What would you say that first performance was like for you? Performing your music.
I actually performed it. I only performed one of my songs, and that was the Panda remix. Okay. I did it in after I was in South Dallas, which is South Dallas, Texas, because it was like literally the size of this building. It was the size of this right here. It was so small, it was easy. Okay. But I think like in a bigger place, I'm gonna be so nervous.
Okay. So those smaller settings that you're comfortable.
Okay, I just want to go back. One of my friends was telling me to ask you this. You was performing Aura on somebody, that you was doing the alphabet ABC.
Okay, that made me famous.
Yeah, because that's how I remember you. He told me you remember you by that. He's like, is that? I'm like, yeah, that's
Yes, that was actually a leaked video. That was not supposed to be on the gram or wherever it went. That was not supposed to be on there. But I was, I don't even know what made that guy ask me. He was like, while you doing the orals, say the ABCs or something like that. And I just did it because on my one-on-one sessions, if you want to video record for your personal reasons, you can for extra. Too easy. But the thing is, you're not supposed to leak it. Which I learned early in the game. They leaked their shit. But I wasn't really tripping because, like I said, I'm trying to get notoriety. I'm trying to get more followers, more fans. Maybe for a female that's not ready to come out like that, that would have been a bad thing. But because I was trying to get out there, that actually helped me a lot.
Yeah, it does. So do you want to be known for your rapping or as a porn star?
I don't want to be known for being a porn star. I don't want to be known for rapping. I want to be known for the big screen, like with Hollywood, Hollywood studios. Like I said before, I want to be in a motion picture, a regular motion picture.
Like, what would be your ideal movie?
I always look at the role that Mariah Carey played in Precious. Just like a little simple role, a little social worker role, or something like that. Or maybe I could have did Monique's part in Precious.
Something dramatic, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always, I want to be on a silver screen.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's pretty good.
Anybody else?
I think that's all of the
That's
questions.
it, yeah.
Okay, I want y'all to go on www.gucciasswell.com.
Say it again, Gucci.
www.gucciasswell.com. You can also visit my store for Gucci trinkets and novelties.
Okay, got it.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Gucci.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Now, what's the name of y'all? Let me follow it right here.
Okay, I'll let you say it, Maury.
One on hip hop.
One on hip hop, yeah.
That's
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Instagram, yeah. That's on all of them.
What is it? One on. They jamming over there.
Yeah.
That's a club over there.
Nah, they just got different studios doing different shit.
Y'all better get these followings up.
Yeah, I have the other websites, the Finale Magazine.
What is it?
The Finale Magazine?
Okay. Let me see. Is that on Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, it's on all of them. There you go.
On Instagram?
Yeah, it's on all of them.
How often do you come to the studio, like
That's
yourself,
your
to
phone,
work on your own stuff?
Yeah, this one, yeah.
I got
Oh,
one
no, that's my
song.
phone. She have my phone.
I got a slow song. My thing is with the music thing, I gotta get off of everybody else's beat. I want everybody else's beats right now.
Yeah, so you need like original
Come in.
beats. Okay.
I got one original beat. I don't really like it. I recorded a song on it. Didn't really like it. It's for some reason it's easier for me on a beat that's already made it.
All right.
Like it's like double work. If you got this fresh beat, you're trying to push that beat, that sound, that music.
Right.
Plus you're trying to push your lyrics. But if you already got a beat that's already slamming, and then you put your lyrics to it, it takes.
And then people like to gravitate towards what they're familiar with too. So whatever beat is hot, like Bad and Bougie, if they hear you on like something like that, it like catches their attention. So I get it.
It's like if if you cut the Panda beat on, it's like
Thanks.
they hear it, they don't hear it,
Oh, wow.
but they know it's Panda,
Right.
so they in tune with it somehow because that beat has already made it. So I got to learn how to. And that depends on how much work you want to put into it. If you want to,
When you think about the latest, it's kind of like a little a wave starting with like the female, the adult entertainers getting into the game, like Cardi and I think the another girl Cash Doll.
I gotta Kodak Black. I got the same remix, but what she did was she remixed the song.
Okay.
She remixed the beats.
Okay.
I didn't myself. What's that girl name? Asia?
Asia Doll?
No, Asia. China Asia.
Oh,
He was talking about
China Doll?
No,
I know who you're talking about.
Not Cash Doll. Asia Doll, Asian Doll, whatever.
Okay.
She, what we did was we didn't remix the beat like Cardi did. Cardi remixed the beat, you know. So whereas we just used a straight Kodak Black No Flockin' beat.
Right.
She remixed the beat. So I think that's kind of. I asked myself that today. I'm like, how she fly off with this song? Like
Wow.
Because I got the same beat. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying the same old bullshit.
Right.
And she just took off with it with, you know, thumbs up. But I'm trying to figure out, like, how can I take off with my shit? Just take off with it. Just take off.
She did two things. Her following is already on
her following is up from Love and Hip Hop.
Right. And then she did, with that particular song, she, like, was always on the Instagram, was pushing that shit, like, having a family dance to it and stuff like that, having fans be like, yo, I fuck with this song.
See, we didn't see none of that. Yeah. We just seen when she came out on Wendy.
Yeah.
And when she came out on other stuff, we just, you know, and on the radio, it's on the radio now. And see me, I be like, people, I done played this song and something because I'm like, people gonna get tired of hearing it. So I just stopped playing, you know what I'm saying, playing my stuff. But I guess basically you just gotta keep going. What you think people don't get tired of, you just gotta keep going, keep on.
And you always, this game is now like, what moves do you make outside of the music? You know what I'm saying? So I forgot what happened with her recently. Oh, she ended up, she was dating, what's his name? Takeoff, right?
Yeah, Takeoff.
And then people are now paying attention back to her, and then she drops that song, and then she starts pushing that.
And she got signed to Atlantic.
So people hear about it. So basically,
She got signed.
Yeah,
right after that song, because they seen how she pushed it, like she literally every day.
She's so energetic.
Yeah,
I love
and
her.
shit was just playing.
She's so energetic, you know, and she's so down to earth because, like, when I first saw her, you know, her teeth was messed up and stuff, and she didn't let none of that stop her. So you gotta kind of like, she did that. Like I always say, you gotta watch the people that's making it,
Right.
and put your own spin on it.
Yeah.
Cause I was thinking about this. I was like, she did that.
She has such a big following starting out because she used to do all kinds of videos before.
She's crazy.
Like
as
talk
hell.
about different experiences,
Yeah.
and I think that normalized her. That made her real to people. People felt like they could relate because she just talked about anything and everything.
Yeah, and plus there's a connection with her fans too.
Right.
Yeah, and then she was on Hip Hop Squares not too long ago. I don't know if y'all familiar with
Oh
it.
yeah, I watched that.
I like that show too.
Yeah.
She was on there too, and she was on there with Amber. I think she used to work with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
I like Amber too.
I like Amber too. And so it's like I say, you know, you just gotta. I guess I just gotta keep pushing, pushing.
Do you
More
promote?
music.
That's it.
See, they give me a lot of flack because I am. My fans don't actually know how old I am. They know I'm not 29, which is what I say.
Right.
But they think I'm like in my early 30s, but they don't know I'm in my late 30s.
Right.
So they give me a lot of flack. And you know what? No matter, people see the negativity. And it does affect us. So when I see them talking about my age and stuff, it just makes me just bow all the way down. I'll be like, man, I'm going to leave this shit alone. It's I'm too old, and I need to be with my grandkids, and yada, yada, yada. So I'll be like,
Even if you was 22, they'll find something else. It's like that sometimes. They're always going to try to find the negative because some people, they don't like to see you progressing in your life. They just want you to stay stagnant. Like they don't want you to keep winning. It's like they like to see people doing bad sometimes. You know,
like
so you just gotta.
They like to see people like hurt.
You gotta keep going, keep pushing it. If that's what you want, if you love this music, shoot, Cardi did it. You can do it too. You just gotta keep giving them the music, connecting with the fans, and just keep pushing. Don't let them stop you. You got it, girl. It was such a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Really
so much.
appreciate it.
What's your name?
Leslie.
So you the one I've been talking to on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How do I stop this?
Gucci.
Okay.